Hi, I'm Rebecca and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always.
Walking your path of life. With your path and journey, it's different for every single person. You can have a friend or meet someone who is the same age as you that has had different upbringing, different path, been dealt different cards, okay? But walking your path of life, there are going to be ups and downs, trials and tribulations. It can be restrictive at times, and you may have felt this along your path already with certain things that have come to test you, to really help you to learn the lessons and actually realize what's important, what isn't, what fits and what doesn't anymore. Now, my brain can't do jigsaws. I don't like jigsaws in any way, shape or form, but it is like fitting a shape into a place that it doesn't fit. You're trying and it isn't going to fit. It goes somewhere else. It's still on the board, but it's somewhere else, okay? So when we experience chaos, BS, overwhelm and everything, it actually affects our subconscious. It affects our sleep. It affects our moods. It affects our emotions, feelings, thoughts, our reactions as well. That we could be in a right mood, you know what I mean? And someone's messaged or said something and we've taken it the wrong way because we are in a negative mindset and a negative vibration and flow. But regarding life, the one thing that I really advise everyone to do because of mastering mindset is gain control of your mindset. And with my body of work of what is my legacy, I highly recommend that you really submerge into your mindset, whether it be guided journals, whether it be this podcast, whether it be the programs and courses, whether it be the books, whether it be emails, whether it be anything that I create, release, or anybody else as well. Really, really commit to yourself. Say yes to you. Give yourself permission to walk your path of life in a much more positive way because you've got to walk it anyway. My lifetime mantra with the heart is keep going always. And it's true. You have to keep going always. Sometimes we rise bigger, better, bolder, wiser, stronger than we have been. Sometimes we're conflicted, contracted. Sometimes we're playing small, dimming our light because of other people. No. We are here for a short amount of time. And so the work that I do really empowers you, brings you back into your strength, allows strength to walk through the door and take you in a big hug, and so that you can recalibrate everything, your identity, your mindset. You can leave from peace and not pressure. You can align with your life. You can say yes and you can say no. You need to really give yourself permission and also a grace period of space and time to do this in order to fathom out what it is that you want. What do you desire? Not anyone else, not your parents, grandparents, your friends, your partner or anything. It's all about you. We all go through transition periods in our lives and transformational, seasons in our life that make us grow or make us, reflect and have a look back. We may slow down in order to speed up, and that's okay. It depends what season we're in. Okay, everything changes, and subconsciously everything affects us. Stress affects our body more so than anything else. And when you've got the stress that is like, it's like having the radio on full blast on screaming music that actually isn't music. It's like that all the time. Your nervous system kind of spikes up and goes, what's happening? And then you're straight, slams into flight or fight, freeze or fawn moments. So your nervous system, your belly, with your butterflies in your belly, it's not safe. You don't feel safe. And so everything is on attack. Your walls are up straight away. Your shutters are down. You're not interested. And everything is basically survival mode for you. Okay, it's like caveman back in the day. They're surviving there to keep the predators away from the family in the cave and stuff, And so we have a duty and obligation to ourselves, all of us differently. We have a commitment to ourselves. We have a soul contract of what we are showing up for whilst we're here. Now, our souls, I've said it all the time, we are here to grow and evolve and expand. And we're not going to do that when we're playing small. Have you been dimming your light? Have you been playing small? Have you been quiet because you don't want to upset other people? You can be mindful, respectful and kind and appreciative of other people and still be in a power play moment. You can be the queen on that chessboard. You can voice your opinion respectfully in a place of power to whoever it is. Now, disclaimer. There are some humans on the planet who are just not nice people. And I will say you can't do that. Know that you're not alone. You can reach out safely. Find how to do that. Reach out safely to someone who can actually help you get out of those environments. Okay? I've literally been in one myself when I was younger. And we got out. Mum got us out. So, in those some environments with some people, you can't stand your ground because something physical may happen. And so in that, I want you to know there are, people out there, groups out there that can help. Okay, so you're not alone. And I don't want to get emotional, so I'm going to move on. But, sometimes we're stuck in a cycle and the cycle keeps repeating. And you're never going to go anywhere if you keep repeating the same cycle. It's like jumping on a bike and doing the same route day in, day out. You're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to see anything else good. You're not going to see different views because you're seeing the same thing over and over and over. Okay. And so sometimes, stay with me, sometimes our life our path falls apart. It starts crumbling because you're meant to change direction. Something bigger, better is coming round the corner. And everything old has got to crumble away. And you have to trust the process. You've probably heard that sentence so many times. Those 3 words, trust the process. And you're like, but how can I do that? Just let it flow. Let it play out. But stand solid, firm, yourself in strength. Cloak yourself in strength and know that no matter what comes up, you can release and let go of old ways, old cycles, old beliefs, old values, old systems, old, all of it. Release, because you are here to grow and expand. You are not the same person. Otherwise, you would still be a caterpillar instead of a beautiful butterfly or a handsome butterfly. Depends what you want to, identify as. And the thing is that our gut, I always tell people, follow your gut. It's your inner compass. It's directing you. Okay. And so sometimes, especially when you're going through trials and tribulations, you can sit there and you can be crying and you can be upset and everything is going wrong, or so you think. It isn't. It's just falling apart. Because number 1, you need to learn the lessons. Number 2, you're going on a different path. You just can't see it yet, but you need to trust the process. It's like driving in fog. A few years ago, my daughter was walking on a runway and I'd gone to see her, and then coming home on the motorway, oh my goodness me, I couldn't see the front of my car. I had my fog lights on, I had the lights on, everything. It was the most scariest journey I've ever taken. But I knew that if I slowed down, everyone's experiencing the same thing, but if I slowed down and I kind of know where things are, we can get through it. And so I got nearly home, actually, which just slightly up the road from where I'm recording this right now, to where I could literally see properly, like in front of me. You've got to trust the process, okay? No matter how scary it is, no matter what fear you've got, just get my lifetime mantra of keep going always, okay? But walking your path of life, sometimes it can be scary. Sometimes it can be where you're crying and stuff, but it's all about grit. It's all about grit, focus, determination. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And sometimes you may feel as though you haven't got that fire. You know, you may feel as though you're in a water season where you're just crying and emotional all the time. And guess what? That is okay. You're meant to feel all of the emotions. To help you, I'm going to give you a tip. To help you with those, if you are feeling as though you're in a water season, go into earth, go into grounding yourself, put your feet on the floor, go and be in trees, go and be in nature, sit with the ocean. Have your feet in the sand, have your feet on the grass, have your feet on the solid ground. There's energy. Everything is energy. Okay? And so the trees for me signify, number one, strength. They are there all the time for many, many years. Even when they break, they still stand and the roots are still growing. The roots are strong. They are down into the earth. They bring up all the water. They stand tall so that birds can nest in them. And no matter what size birds they are, you know, they give out oxygen, pure oxygen. They are so grounded. The energy in a tree is phenomenal. And when they have chopped a tree, have a look at the circles and everything on it, okay? It's like a fingerprint. They're all unique. They are all incredible and amazing. I literally love trees and being in nature. I really, really do. And it helps to ground yourself, okay? How you feel when you've done breath work and grounding yourself, feet on the floor, there's no feeling like it. It's absolutely phenomenal. You feel so much better. And probably if you go to the ocean, okay, you're going to have a good night's sleep that night. And I'll tell you why. Because you've got so much fresh air, you've been at the ocean, you've been grounded, and the ocean calls to you. You know, so it really is a combination. So if you're having a season of water and you're emotional and, you know, you're feeling everything, get yourself into earth, get yourself into nature, okay? And nature and with the earth will help your mind. If you're in an air season, which is all about the mind, okay, it'll help you to kind of ground yourself and be present in the moment and really help you to calm everything down so that you can bring the fire. Can you see the 4 elements there? So you've got water, you've got earth, you've got air, and you've got fire. You need all 4. And as my mentor says, she says you need all 4 wheels on a car. So it's true. So yes, you do. So enjoy. Please go to Rebecca.x Let me know how you are getting on. But, you know, walking your path of life. This life is unique, remarkable, amazing, and it's a beautiful gift. So embrace it, and I'll see you on the next one.